If you're moving to Chicago and you're looking for an affordable way to be close to the city, live in a community that has great amenities, and you can make friends, this video is going to be for you. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about Post Chicago, which is a co-living building that I live in, and I've enjoyed it here. And so for a little context, I moved to Chicago a couple months ago from Kansas City. I didn't know anyone, and I was looking for an affordable way to be close to the city, to live in a social building where I'd be around people all the time and meet people and live in a quality building. What does co-living look like? When you're in a co-living building, you are renting by the room. So you're renting a private bedroom. Sometimes you get a private bathroom, or sometimes you're a shared bathroom. The private bathrooms are more expensive. And then you're sharing the common spaces. So the living room and the kitchen and the shared bathroom are common spaces, and then you have your own bedroom. There are also lots of amenities within the building. And so there's like a community lounge, there's a workspace, there's a dog run, a dog park, an outdoor terrace. So there's lots of places where if you want to get out of your apartment, you can still hang out with friends, hang out, be by yourself, meet people, and all that. One thing that I really like about the apartments is they're furnished. So they furnish the kitchen, the living room, the dining room. They even furnish the bedroom with a little dresser and a bed. So you don't have to bring a whole lot when you move in here. And I think one of the key drivers for me wanting to take on a co-living apartment is that each person has their own individual lease. So if any of the people that are in my apartment don't pay their rent for some reason, I'm not responsible for it. I'm on my own lease for just my room. So me relocating from out of state, I was really worried about who would be my roommate and if I could really trust them and financially depend on them for a lease. And so this situation really solved for that. One of the things about this building is they do weekly cleanings of the apartment, specifically the common spaces. So every Monday they'll clean the kitchen, the living room, dining room, and the shared bathroom. And they also will replenish you with different household goods. So like paper towels, trash bags. They give you all your pots and pans, forks, knives, cups, plates, all that. And this building isn't just for college students. So a lot of people will think that this is just for college students. There's people of all ages in this building. And this is why it really works well, I think, in Chicago is, if you're looking for a one bedroom in Chicago and you want to be in a prime location like this or in Lincoln Park, if you're in any of those prime neighborhoods, Lincoln Park, River North, Streeterville, Gold Coast, all those high priced areas, you're usually needing to spend about $3,000 to get a good one bedroom. Sometimes you can spend less than that, but in general, I would say $3,000 is a good expectation. And with this, you can spend between $1,300 and $1,700 to have your own room, have a shared space, but have your own lease and still be in a great location. They also offer flexible lease terms. So if you're needing a shorter lease, they can do as short as a 3-month lease. 3 to 5 months has a certain price range. 6 to 9 months has a certain price range. And then if you're over 10, you're considered a long-term lease. And I think what really works about the building is it's move-in ready. So like for me, I sold my house. I sold all my furniture in my house. I had, my clothes, my bed set, nightstand, stuff like that, but I didn't have to bring a whole lot. So when I moved here, I was moved in within an hour and everything in the apartment is already set up and I was ready to just explore and enjoy the neighborhood and, figure out my business. And I wasn't focused on getting settled. I was focused on figuring out my life here in Chicago. That's what I think has been exciting and good about this move for me. I don't know if this move would be as seamless as it has been if I didn't move into this building. And then there's also this built-in social structure that comes with living in this building. So they have events, usually at least once a month, where you can go downstairs and they just had a Valentine's Day event where they had different food and drinks and music playing, and you can just meet and mingle and talk to people. If you're in any of the common spaces, people are very social here. I think everyone is kind of in a similar situation where they're wanting to meet people and get to know people. And so if you can just, say, hey, I'm, Krishan, how you're doing? People are very social here. You can meet people very easily here. Moving to a big city by yourself, this is a great way to not feel alone all the time. So who do I think this is best for? I think this is really best for people who are relocating to Chicago, whether it's college students that are relocating or you're just a relocating professional and you want a situation where you can just move right in, you don't have to bring a lot of stuff. You can kind of start to build your life here before you move on to something else. Maybe you get your own apartment or you buy a condo or something like that. But I think this is a great first step for people that are relocating to Chicago. So if you are relocating to Chicago and you are looking for an option, I would love to sit down with you, talk to you more about this option or other options. I'm Krishan Harris. I'm a real estate broker here in Chicago, and I help people not only find their apartments that they're going to love, but I also help people buy and sell homes here.